This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Okay, this is a new series of videos that I'm kicking off today. You might recall that a little while ago, a few months ago, I was doing like a weekly video on, different types of guitar for, a certain price point. What's the best Telecaster style guitar for 300 quid or thereabouts, that kind of thing. And I enjoyed doing those videos, and I got basically a bit of an idea recently. If I just go like that, you can see there's that, let's do it this way, there's that Sub-Zero P90 semi-acoustic Telecaster kind of thing on the wall behind me. And that was just one of those occasions where I had a few quid that was going spare, and I thought, why don't I treat myself? And that was what resulted. So I thought it'd be a fun thing to do to set ourselves an imaginary budget. This week it's 100 quid, but we're going to bump it up a little bit each week and just go and do a bit of fantasy guitar shopping. So let's imagine you've got 100 quid to spend and you're a guitarist and you want to treat yourself to something guitar related. Here's a few suggestions. Okay, so if you've got around about 100 quid to spend and you're looking to treat yourself, then maybe it's your guitar amp tone, your practice amp tone, your living room tone that you're looking to upgrade. So obviously a practice amp. This is a little bit over budget, but I think we can live with that. The Blackstar ID Core 10. A couple of my students have got these, and they get really nice sounds out of them, it has to be said, for a practice amp, that is. So let's have a look and see what we've got on the top panel here. Fairly familiar layout for, this kind of amp these days. Your voice control there, what we would once have been referring to as the different channels on the amp, but they tend to call it voices now. So presumably that's going from a clean sound right the way through to, kind of ridiculously distorted. Effects, what we got, reverb, delay, modulation. Nice that the reverb and the delay are separate. Sometimes you are forced to choose between reverb and delay because they're sort of, combined together into the same bank there, but we've got them both there separately. Handsome looking beast. I do like this cream finish. Let's have a look at the specs and see what we've got down here. 6 built-in voices take you from a spanking clean sound to a filthy distorted tone, as I suspected. What else have we got? We've got the gain and EQ, Blackstar ISF control, which is, they claim it allows you to go between a British and American amp voicing. To my ears, it's always just sounds like it's kind of bassy or trebly, but usable across its whole range of its travel. Full USB connectivity means you can connect the amp directly to your computer for slick recording and reamping. So it's a recording interface as well, which is nice. The ID Core also boasts a PB1 power bank compatibility, meaning you can take it busking. I'm gathering that means it runs off some sort of battery power. And big wide stereo sound according to the blurb here. So practice amps have come a long way since the days when you used to get input, volume, tone, and if you were lucky, a little bit of a clanky spring reverb tank as well. So if you're looking for a new practice amp or to upgrade your practice amp, this one might well want to be on your list. Maybe though you're looking for a new guitar, an entire new electric guitar for 100 quid, a little bit less in fact. You get change for this. It's going to be this is obviously the Glary GTL semi-hollow. It's going to be a little bit rough around the edges, as you can see from, look at the finish on the inside of that F hole there, but it's 100 quid. You can't be too picky at this price point. Oh, there's Daryl. He looks pleased. Anyway, what have we got? We've got a basswood body, maple neck, rosewood fretboard. Is that a rosewood fretboard? Yes, it is. I just yes. I just had it in my mind as I'd scrolled past it that it was a maple fretboard, but no, it is a rosewood fretboard. 22 white copper frets. Yeah, not the most hard-wearing of fret material, but, maybe this is an opportunity for learning to do a little bit of fretwork for yourself, Why practice on an expensive guitar? Why not just get this guitar and use it as a modding platform? That's what I've done with my Glary. I've got the solid body version of this guitar, and replace the pickups, and basically you can afford to make mistakes on a guitar like this, and it doesn't matter too much. Whereas it would matter if you're doing it on your USA Stratocaster, obviously. So not a bad little guitar. For £100, it's about all you can expect. And again, the same point I would make with the practice amps. My first electric, well, not my first electric guitar, but the first reasonably playable electric guitar I had was a Satellite Les Paul copy in about 1980. And that cost £80 back then. And that was nowhere near as good a guitar as these Glarys are. So, things have moved on, and taking it in that perspective, I don't think you can really go wrong for this kind of money. Maybe, though, you're all well sorted for, an amp and a guitar. Maybe you're looking for some kind of pedal, and this would be my choice. If you've never played through a Tube Screamer, it's something that you really should, experience at some point. There is a reason this pedal has appeared on so many classic recordings that we've listened to for decades and decades. Fair enough, this is not one of the original ones. This is the modern take on the TS9, which was, I think, the second incarnation of the Tube Screamer when it first came out back in, what was it, late 70s, early 80s. But, it's a great sounding pedal. It's, if you've got a nice kind of amp that will give you just that sort of semi-distorted, just on the hint of, on the verge of breakup from clean to distorted, and you want something that's really going to tighten up the sound and make it sing for big, soaring lead guitar lines, then, this is the pedal that will do it for you. There's plenty of other pedals that'll do the same sort of thing, but I think for £105 that we've got here, to be able to buy something that is, very, very similar to the pedals that you've heard on, as I say, many classic recordings over the years, you can't go far wrong with this. There's a reason why this pedal is so highly regarded, and, you can buy into that sound for a very, very reasonable price. So that would be a recommendation, or a suggestion rather, that you could spend £100 on is, if you've never tried a Tube Screamer, now's your chance. Anyway, maybe, like many electric guitar players, as what I count myself as, your memories of acoustic guitars are that horrible first guitar that you got, that had an action like an egg slicer and fret ends like a cheese grater. And then as soon as you got your first Squier Strat or Epiphone Les Paul or whatever it was, you were suddenly an electric guitarist all the way. Well, cheap acoustic guitars have come a long way since then. One of my students has this Adam Black, this very guitar, looks exactly like the one that my students got, and comfortable, low action, no fret buzz. Sounds okay. I mean, you're never going to mistake it for, a Martin Dreadnought or anything like that, because I suspect it's made from ply of some description. Yeah, laminated mahogany back and sides. So, it's never going to have that big high-end Dreadnought kind of sound, but, it does okay. It's fine. It's a good strummy acoustic guitar for sitting around the campfire, or just having something in the living room just to kind of pick up and noodle with, when the mood takes you. And it's £100. It's or £99 even. It's a lot of guitar for the money, and as I say, my experience of playing these guitars is that they play really nicely and stay in tune, and it sounds okay. It sounds better than okay, actually, but it's never going to be a high-end sound. £100 for a cheap acoustic guitar, you can't go far wrong. Anyway, maybe you're looking for something a little bit out there. Yes, a guitar strap for £100. Prices for this beat or padded strap range from 85 to £103. It's a handmade, genuine leather product, I believe, made in the UK. And, you can spec it up, the different kind of colours of leather, and the thread colour and the buckle cover, and the strap width and all of this sort of stuff. I included this idea of a strap mainly because I've got again another student who he's got a Fender, I think it's the American Professional Stratocaster, and he's got this lovely guitar, and I think those guitars come with a strap. I might be wrong, but that's not the strap he uses. He uses one of those cheap nylon straps, the sort of thing that usually come with, that pack of accessories you get with a starter pack, where there's the lead, the plectrum, and the, and the cheap nylon strap. And that's what he uses on that. If you're looking for a guitar strap that befits a high-end instrument that you might have, or if you're just looking for a strap that is going to be the one guitar strap you're going to use for the rest of your life, then I don't think that if you divide the number of years you're going to be playing the guitar, throughout the future, if you divide that those years by the price of something like this, I don't think that's that outrageous, for something that's, artisan, handmade. Maybe you would disagree and think, what, £100 for a guitar strap? Never. But it's just one of those things that you could spend £100 on if you're looking to treat yourself. So those would be my suggestions if you've got, as I say, £5 £20 notes that you want to spend on something guitar related. So there you go. Those would be, just off the top of my head, the 5 things that I would possibly spend £100 on if I was looking to treat myself to some little, present to myself, if I had about £100 to spend. I'll put links to all of these products in the description down below if you want to go and check them out for yourself. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. Let me know what your £100 would go on out of any of these 5 things, or something else entirely, if you can suggest something different. And as I say, that's pretty much it for today. Hope you found the video reasonably entertaining. That is, after all, the case for doing these videos. And if you have, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream tomorrow, Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we're going to sit and drink beer and talk music and guitars, and it's a great way to kick off the weekend, I think, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.